Ahoy, mateys! Hello and welcome to the new pinnacle of content. Guy in room talking about stuff. You've never seen this before. You ever heard of the movie Jaws? You know, a classic movie about a shark terrorizing a small beach town, desperate need of some dollars. You might, after your first watch, wonder, boy oh man, what camera were they using in the first chase scene?
I need to have something in the foreground to give it some scale! Foreground my ass!
I know for sure I was when I was a wee lad first watching it. Well, don't worry, I got you covered. I've spent countless days, weeks, maybe even months researching and going frame by frame, analysis mode into the 4K version so I can get exactly what you've been searching for. And just to be clear, I'm not talking about the camera from the classic tiger shark scene. That one's a bit more clear. In fact, we could just go ahead and make that one right now, actually. Also, this video is heavily inspired by Bayliss Projects. Made a video about finding the camera from Rear Window. Very good video, a lot more in depth and well researched, very artsy and just a good watch. I'd recommend that if you want a better version of this. Anyways, after hours of frame by frame analysis, the research has stopped and we have found what you can see right here is one of the packages. You could even tell fragile, obviously. So this was previously believed to be impossible to actually figure it out. You know, it's just one scene, really far away scene. It could be any camera, really, at least before like 1975. But really, that's not like this is a very big box for such a small thing. I had to just dig real deep to find what just might be the camera. I'm not entirely sure. I've only spent, multiple days of my life. Sorry, this is the wrong box. But you know what they say. If you have a camera that takes a picture of a tiger shark in the first half, you're gonna have to have one that takes not a picture of a tiger shark in the latter half. I believe it's called Chekhov's camera. Finally, here's the camera that has gone unrecognized for many a year. Without further ado, the camera from Jaws is the classic Minolta SRT 101. Look at that shine. You guys were probably on the edge of your seats, waiting for the big reveal. I'm sure some of you are very surprised to find out that this is the iconic camera. It is, most likely the camera. Most likely. I personally feel like it's just a very sleek camera and I'm excited to have one now, especially since it's from the classic hit movie Jaws. We are gathering here to recreate this timeless scene, and no camera is truly complete without the one thing that makes it whole. The lens. The lens is what makes it whole. Now, I'm not as savvy when it comes to identifying and locating lenses. I appreciate lenses, but I just cannot wrap my head around the different kinds. And unfortunately, the only clips of it in the movie are absolutely grainy beyond belief and almost impossible to read and or decipher what is on the lens. So I really had to just go off of almost nothing, very little, just the look of it, which does not help much. Yeah, there's about like a million results of things that came out before 1975 that could possibly fit this camera. So I just had to basically work off the barrel. But yeah, this lens is very similar, if not the same one, to the movie, at least based on looks alone. The Sigma 70 to 210 f4.5 zoom lens. Now, as you can see right here, I kind of failed to unzoom it out, but the barrel size is almost exactly the same, I would say, unless I am terminally blind, and it fits the SRT, so that is an added bonus. Now look at that. And that looks like you can take professional pictures of a shark with that. Very sleek, very clean. Even if it isn't exactly perfect, I'd say that this is admirably close. Truly, if you shoot amongst the stars, you land amongst the ocean. While I was on my research journey, I found also the SRT 102, which is a very similar camera in many ways, but the main deciding factor for that not being the camera was that it came out in 1975. Almost made sense, except the fact that the movie was filmed in 74. That quickly was scrapped for that not being the camera. Unless Spielberg in his under-budgeted film was able to just have random ties with the Minolta company and got it a year early. Personally, I feel like that's highly improbable. I mean, look at the resemblance of those grainy screenshots and this. I mean, it's almost picture perfect, I'd say. I mean, it's got the lettering, it's got the layout, it's almost perfect. It's like it was the camera that was there. The resemblance is uncanny. It's so resemblance right now. While for some of you this might be very damning evidence, a lot of you will probably wonder, well, what does it look like if it's taking pictures of a shark? I mean, it's gotta be somewhat accurate, right? And here we are, out in the beautiful ocean of Montana, I think. Pardon the wind, it's a little much. Honestly, I don't know whose idea that was, but like uncool probably. So as I stated earlier, we're gonna need a shark for this, and I don't know if you knew this, but lakes aren't home to many of those. We're gonna have to improvise a bit. As usual, we got the camera. I noticed the zoom. I fixed it. Don't worry, look at how accurate that looks now. Woo! Alrighty, and for our shark today, we have Tara, a classic great white, about the same size as the one in the movie, so this should go really well. But that's not all. We also need a human subject to kind of match the flow of the shark, specifically size-wise. I don't really have much, but I do have Jet Jaguar. So I have the Minolta SRT 101 loaded with Fujifilm 400 Suspiria, emphasis on the sus. I hope it turns out well, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, it's a pretty day, clear, there's no people out here to witness this absolute disaster unfold. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's get to shooting. So as you can see, the shark is swimming quite well. I will be the first to admit I did not charge it up all the way, and that is my bad. That will mean that half of these pictures are not of the shark. And if you think about it, that's kind of a good thing, you know?
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
Anyways, let's just get to them pictures. Alrighty, and here are the pictures that actually turned out. I am very well pleased by the quality of these pictures, not because of the Minolta itself, but mainly because of my capabilities. As you can see, the scale is quite perfect. I would say that Jet Jaguar has done a very good job representing humans. And even the shark itself, it looks very nice in the water. It actually looks kind of natural in some of these. And here are some pictures of some ducks that decided to come in a little closer for a swing by as a little squad. They were very nice, very vibey, and also were very photogenic, as you could see. What a lovely time it was. And they even visited their little baby duck. Look at that. All right, so all in all, I think it went pretty well. I think it's pretty good at taking pictures of sharks, even other things, which was inevitable considering I just brought a toy shark and a Jet Jaguar figure with me. Yeah, it's very fun, very satisfying to shoot with. It's got a very nice shutter sound. Let me just play that. Yeah, it's like really nice. Don't think I've heard anything like it. Speaking of, I think I hear some ducks coming to collect what I owe them. So I'm gonna cut this short. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more, please do subscribe. I would love to make more. This was very fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Foreground my ass!